If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. In this episode, we're going to be talking about some big things going on in the EV industry and also a little bit about NIO's position in all of it. I feel like it's important to understand the dynamics of the global market shakeup because it not only helps us understand where NIO sits and how and its competitive positioning, but it also helps us understand the opportunities and threats in the space. So this is going to be a super interesting, super insightful video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell icon, and leave a comment down below. As always, your support, your engagement really does go a long way in helping our videos to reach a broader audience and help me continue to making this content that for you guys. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Let's set the stage. Right now, the global automotive industry is at a crossroads. On the one hand, you have traditional automakers struggling to adapt to the change that's hitting the industry like a wrecking ball. On the other hand, tech-focused automakers and software giants are kind of rewriting the rules in this space. And at the heart of it all, millions of real people are feeling the impact of everything that's going on right now. For NIO investors, this isn't just background noise, it's the battleground. And the outcome is going to decide whether our investment grows or falters. Let's start with some breaking news from Germany. Volkswagen, one of the biggest names in the industry, is going through a seismic shift, I would say. They're preparing to close multiple factories in their home country, putting 10,000 jobs at risk. This isn't just a footnote in their history. Volkswagen hasn't closed a domestic factory since 1937. That's nearly a century of stability coming to an end. So this speaks to the gravity of the situation. Why? Well, because their profits have plummeted 63.7% in Q3, down to just 1.58 billion euros. But here's the real kicker. They've taken a hit from China, the most important market for them. Sales in China, which make up 35% of Volkswagen's sales, are down to 10.2% year to date. This marks their first loss in the region in 15 years. Now, as NIO investors, this is particularly relevant because China is the epicenter of EV innovation. Volkswagen struggles to highlight the growing dominance of Chinese electric vehicle players and the opportunity for companies like NIO to grow and continue to gain market share. Shifting gears, let's talk about what people are calling the Tech Auto Alliance. Companies like Huawei and Xpeng are driving this revolution with cutting-edge intelligent driving technology. Huawei, for instance, has logged over 930 kilometers with daily increases of 4.9 million kilometers in driving data. That's not just impressive, it's groundbreaking, and it's for this reason why NIO is heavily investing into its NT 3.0 platform, expanding its shift into smart driving capabilities. But here's a stark contrast. While VW is closing factories, Chinese automaker BYD hired 200,000 people in just the last 3 months. Their workforce is nearing 1 million employees, a scale that's hard to comprehend. Meanwhile, NIO is strategically scaling its production capabilities and refining its brand with efforts like Envo, and we just heard about Firefly. Now let's bring this closer to the ground. What does all of this mean for real people? Meet Zhao Zhu, a buyer of a WM Motor ES5. He believed in the company's promise of lifetime warranty. Today, WM Motors is bankrupt. Zhao Zhu's car is now worth a fraction of the price, and he's stuck with 100,000 yuan loan. Worse yet, he can't even get replacement parts for basic repair. Zhao Zhu's problem is one amongst 160,000 car owners who are grappling with unfinished cars, vehicles from bankrupt companies, which essentially rendered the cars unusable. For NIO investors, this serves as a reminder of stability and trust in the EV space. It's why NIO focuses on building an ecosystem through NIO houses, battery swap, and consistent after-sales support. NIO sets itself apart from competitors who are over-leveraged and underprepared for long-term success. As we connect the dots, though, the picture becomes pretty clear. Traditional automotive giants like Volkswagen are struggling to keep up with the industry's changes, electrification and smart tech. Meanwhile, companies like Huawei, Xpeng, Tesla, NIO, they're pushing the boundaries of what can be. Tesla's full self-driving logged 2.575 billion kilometers, and yet they're still feeling the heat from Chinese competitors and regulatory pressures. In the intelligent driving race, I feel as if Huawei has had the strongest hardware setup. For NIO, the path forward is going to be balancing technological innovation with user-centric design, a strategy that we've already seen to be paying dividends. As we wrap up, though, here's my take. The industry is going under a complete reimagining of what a car is and who makes it. NIO is uniquely positioned to thrive in this new landscape, but it will still take continued focus, innovation, and adaptability. And yes, there will be more Zhao Zhus caught in this transition before the dust settles. Anyways, that's all for this episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and click the notification bell icon. And remember that the stakes are high, but the opportunities are massive, and everything going on is affecting real people on the ground, consumers. See you in the next one.